Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I am your host, Kazeem Rahman. On the hot seat today is, well, you saw the title. It's me. It's me again. We are doing a deep dive episode. We're going to go through some tough choice questions. We're going to go through some what would you do's. We might do some black excellence. We might not get to black excellence. I don't know. We'll decide. All right, guys, you know how we do here. We don't really waste any time. The game is tough choice. You must pick between the two choices. You get one pass, you get one pause. You must explain yourself. Let's go.
Let it begin. Let it begin.
Now, this month, we actually did something different. We had two constant choices.
Constant.
So let's go ahead and talk about them. This will be the definitive constant choice for this month. All right. The first one was an email submission from Medina Momo. Would you rather drink a baby's vomit, 2 pints, or shower in sewage wastewater for 30 minutes? Now, pros and cons of each, because there are very much pros and cons of each. Let's start with the baby's vomit. Baby's 2 pints. That's 2 water bottles. 2 regular size water bottles. A pint is 16 ounces, right? Think of it this way. I know some of you buy the pint. I'm saying some of you. I know I buy the pint. I buy the pint of ice cream every now and again. In my younger days, I used to eat the pint in one sitting without hesitation. I used to go to the store. I would buy a pint. I would eat it before I went to bed. I can't do a pint of baby's vomit. In my mind, I can't do that. That's insane. Now I have to do 2 pints. And I've said in the other podcast, listen, I can down the first pint. I can down the first pint without thinking. But as soon as I have to grab the second water bottle full of baby's vomit, I think I'm going to have a heart attack, most likely. I'm going to start freaking out. I'm going to start sweating. It's not going to be fun for me. Now, let's say it's all one container, 2 pints. I don't know of any 2-pint containers. So I'm not going to allow that. I allowed it in a previous podcast episode, but that was because he kind of caught me off guard and I didn't know what to say. So I said, yes, all one container. Even if it's one container, no one can drink 2 pints nonstop. You're going to have to take a break. So either way, you're going to have to pause and the thought is going to go through your head, why am I doing this? And I know some people are like, oh, it's just a baby's vomit. A baby, what do they eat? They don't eat much, but they still eat, guys. It's still vomit. We're acting like it's not vomit. Just because there's no chunks doesn't mean it's not still vomit. I can drink a protein shake and still throw up. There's not going to be any chunks in that. There's not going to be any chunks if I eat shakes all day. There's not going to be any chunk. If I just eat oatmeal, no, there's going to be chunks in oatmeal. If I just eat soup, if I eat tomato soup for breakfast, if I just, no. Okay. If I do a protein shake for breakfast, if I do tomato soup, I don't know how to talk. If I do tomato soup for lunch, and then I do another different soup I do like a cheddar broccoli soup for dinner, there's not going to be any chunks in my vomit if I throw up. It's going to be a smooth vomit. You know what I mean? So the thought that, oh, babies don't eat much, there's not going to be any chunks in the vomit. Who cares? It's still vomit. It's still very much vomit. Now, shower in sewage water for 30 minutes. The 30 minutes is what gets me. I feel like maybe I should have written the question to be 10 minutes and then have 2 pints. That would have been a better question. That would have probably been a better question if I would have did 2 pints of baby vomit and sewage water for 10 minutes. Because 30 minutes, you might catch something. You know what I mean? Like water can get in your eye, but it's water. You won't know it's in your eye. So I think the sewage water will be a little more dangerous only because there might be an open wound that you don't know of. There might be a scratch that you don't remember happening, right? You don't know what's on your body, right? If I was scratching my leg a little bit, just a little too hard, it's a little tiny open incision. Not that I'm bleeding, but it's open. It can get in there, get in my skin, infection, then my leg has to be cut off. So I'll do the baby's vomit, but I don't want any of you to think that I want to do the baby's vomit. I don't trust this baby. I don't know this baby. I don't know any babies. All my nieces, all my nephews are of age now. They're not babies anymore. So, oh no, there is one baby. I damn near forgot a niece. I can't. I'm going to have to do the baby vomit. I just looked at the sewage question again and I was like, ugh, 30 minutes. We're going to change that question though. We're going to make it 10 minutes and we're going to do 2 pints of vomit. For the future, it's going to be 10 minutes and 2 pints of vomit. Now, our second constant choice.
Constant.
Would you rather always wear a red clown nose or carry a Barbie doll with you at all times? Now, pros and cons. If you always wear a red clown nose, that is very much visible on your face. Very much visible on your face. It's not a death sentence. It really is not a death sentence. You know what I mean? So the red clown nose, your options for life will be limited, but it's not a death sentence. Now, job interviews are going to be kind of weird. Stand-up won't take a hit. If you're a stand-up comedian and you're wearing a red clown nose, it's fine. You don't even have to acknowledge the red clown nose. You can just talk and be fine. You know what I mean? Now, if you carry a Barbie doll around you at all times, it's not an immediate death sentence, but it can be a death sentence if you look a certain way. Does that make sense to you guys? If I look like a creepy man and I'm carrying a Barbie doll with me at all times and it's in my back pocket, that is a death sentence. I have to wear a suit at all times if I'm going to have a Barbie doll in my back pocket. At all times, I have to wear a suit. And it can't be one of those it has to be and it can't be one of those dingy hand-me-down suits. It genuinely has to be a well-tailored suit. And then maybe no one's going to care. I think I can do the Barbie doll. I think my character speaks for itself. I think my essence, my energy speaks for itself. I don't think I will take that much of a hit if I have a Barbie doll sticking out of my back pocket at all times. I will say this, I'm going to turn the Barbie upside down, just have the legs. So maybe it looks like, I don't know. Maybe it looks like, chopsticks or something. Right? Well, no, it won't look like chopsticks because my Barbie would definitely be black. So I don't know of any dark brown chopsticks, but maybe I'm going to do the Barbie doll for this one. Only because the red clown nose, it's too visible. It's way too visible. The Barbie doll, no one's going to notice. I wouldn't notice someone having a Barbie doll in their back pocket unless someone said, hey, yo, that dude has a Barbie doll in his back pocket. He always carries around the Barbie doll. Even then, I probably won't care unless he looks creepy. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't care unless he looks extremely creepy. But if he's wearing a suit, if he's wearing Italian cloth, Italian fitted suit, I'm not even gonna, I'll give him money. Who knows? I don't know. If you're wearing a suit and you come to me, and then it'll probably take me a minute to realize there's a Barbie doll in your back pocket. But it will take me a minute. But if you're not wearing a suit, I'll know immediately. All right, let's continue. Would you rather answer every call from a telemarketer and engage in conversation with them until they hang up, or only be able to grow hair in the area surrounding your belly button. Okay, when I wrote this question, in my mind, I'm thinking, listen, as a man, for me, I feel like I definitely need hair on my face. There's no hair. And I know some people are thinking to themselves, well, I don't need beard hair. No, 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 no. No, sir. No, ma'am. We talking no hair whatsoever. No hair on your head. No hair on your eyebrows. No hair on your face. No hair on your legs. No hair on your arms. No hair whatsoever. Right? Or answer every telephone call from a telemarketer. I think I can figure out the telemarketer thing. I think because I'm a comedian, I think I can just say something crazy and they'll hang up. Honestly, if I answer every call from something that's like, oh, this might be spam, I'll answer it. Some low key, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I answer it. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I'm like, I got time today. I say that out loud. I got time today. I can answer this. Let's see what happens. Maybe they'll remove me from their mailing list or their call list, not their mailing list. Maybe. Who knows? I don't. But what I won't do is not have hair on my face. It's going to suck to answer every telemarketer call. But I feel like I will develop a reputation amongst other telemarketers, and then they will probably know that there are numbers that are on their do not call list, and there are numbers that are on their he answers list, but then there are numbers that are on their do not call even though he answers list. If I'm on that do not call even though he answers list, that's the money spot. That's the money spot for real. Like if I'm on that do not call, I don't care what happens. I don't care if you just need a sale. Do not call Kazeem Rahman on his cell phone at all, because he answers and you're going to be traumatized. Would you rather have HIV or have an extra chromosome? Okay, let's unpack this. I know some of you are like, well, HIV isn't a death sentence anymore. It's not the 80s. Listen, I understand what you're saying. I still don't want it, you know? An extra chromosome, that means you're going to have some deficiencies. You might have Down syndrome. I don't know. I don't know what tough choice science. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not too sure about the extra chromosome and how that's going to affect anything, but we'll see. I don't think the extra chromosome is something I want. If I'm just going off of just basic intuition, I'm going to say I'll have the HIV. Just because, yes, I know, cool. It's not a death sentence. I know, yes, Magic Johnson, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I don't want it though. But weirdly enough, this sounds crazy. HIV is the evil that I know. I don't know this extra chromosome thing. I don't know anybody with an extra chromosome. So I have nothing to compare it to. I've seen a lot of people on TV with HIV. I've seen a lot of commercials with people on TV with HIV. So that is the evil that I know. So I'm going to stick with the evil I know. HIV, baby. I mean, listen, I don't want it, but let's just rock it out. Right? Medication is getting great. And maybe one day they'll cure it. It's going to be a little harder because HIV is not necessarily a disease. It's a virus. It works differently against, immunizations and stuff like that. But, I'm pretty sure people are trying. Let's go through some what would you do's. You're the engineer on a train full of explosives. The brakes just went out and the train is rocketing toward an orphanage for kittens. Baby cats. What do you do? Listen, okay. You had me. Let's backtrack. Everyone knows this is no secret on this podcast. I do not like animals, like at all. Like at all, at all. There's nothing you can say to me to make me like an animal. I don't like them. I don't want to be around them. I don't like it. I just don't like them. You had me until you said kittens. Honestly, if you would have said racing towards an orphanage, I would have to sit back. I'm not going to lie. I would have to sit back and really think about how to save the orphanage. Now, since it's an orphanage for kittens, listen, man, I'm going to make sure everyone on the train is okay. It depends. Let's say the train is right about to hit it. I'm going to jump off, of course. Let's say the train is 20 minutes away. I will make sure everyone on the train is off the train. And then while they're doing that, I will try to call the cat orphanage to tell the humans to get out of the orphanage, right? Because the cats can't take care of themselves. They need humans. You know what I mean? I don't want any human life to die. Cats can die. Cats can die in this situation, but I don't want any human life to die. So it depends. It really does depend on how far the train is, for what would I do? Because, you know, I don't want anyone to get hurt, honestly. So we'll see. Let's say the train is 30 minutes away. If the train's 30 minutes away and I know the brakes don't work, I can call the orphanage. I got a cell phone. Everyone has one. I got a cell phone. I got some ingenuity. I worked in IT for a while, right? I can Google my way to success, no problem. So I'm going to just make sure no human life is ruined. But the kittens will they'll save enough kittens. They'll save enough. It turns out you're the ancient descendant of a Greek god. Zeus asked you to travel to Olympus with him because he needs your help, but you might never come back. What do you do? I'm not traveling with Zeus. I don't know him. It's simple as that. Ancient descendant of a Greek god. I'm assuming that means powers. I'm assuming. Right? If I can be the god of lightning, is that Zeus? Is Zeus the god of lightning? Who cares? Right? If I can be the god of fire, the god of war, that'd be dope. I loved those games. Right? Maybe the god of love? Not really. I mean, come on. Ain't nobody trying to spend every day trying to hook people up. That can get annoying. Right? I want to be the descendant of a fun god, not some Greek god that's like some god of whatever. That would suck. Oh my God. What if I was like the god of dreams? Ugh. Oh my goodness. No. But either way, I'm not going anywhere with someone I don't know, especially someone powerful. The fact that he said, I'm never coming back, that's a problem for me. Already, that's a problem for me. And if they're asking me, what do I do? I'm saying, don't go. That's what I'm saying. All right. A genie gives you the choice of turning into a mouse or turning into a bat. If you can survive for 7 days, you'll get turned back into a person and get $1 million. What do you do? I'm going to turn into this bat. And you know what? I'm probably not going to turn into the bat. Here's why. He didn't say rat. He said mouse. Mice are a little different than rats. Only because mice are small and can hide. You know what I mean? Like mice, we had a mouse in my other apartment. That little joker hid for about maybe 4 days. I could survive for 4 days. If I was a bat in LA, I'm probably going to get caught because bats don't do much. But if I'm a mouse, ooh, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably have to be a bat. Here's why. If I'm a mouse, I'm assuming he would do it outside. I'm assuming he'd turn me into a mouse outside. If he turned me into a mouse and I was inside my apartment, I'm fine. But if he turned me into a mouse and I'm outside, then, well, I'm probably going to get eaten by like a crow or like a predator or like an owl, something, or a dog or a cat. Who knows? Stray cats. Actually, I haven't seen a stray cat in a while, but who knows, right? I probably can't be a mouse. I can be a bat. I can just fly, right? How long? Let me go back and look. How long do I need to stay alive before I get the $1 million? Ooh, 7 days. 7 days. Honestly, 7 days I can hide. I know where to hide. 7 days I know where to hide. Dang, for 7 days though, what am I going to eat? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to eat. That's hard. 7 days is hard. 7 days as a bat, I think I can. No. 7 days as a bat, I'm going to get attacked. I don't know. I don't think 7 days as a bat in Los Angeles will be okay. If I was like in Austin, if I was like in Houston, they already have bats. Austin already has a bat cave. I would just go chill there. But I mean, now 7 days in like LA, I don't know if LA even has any bats. I don't know where where would I chill for 7 days? Where would I sit and chill? That's a problem. All right. I'm going to do the mouse because, if money's on the line, which money is clearly on the line, I got to do the mouse. All right, let's continue. Would you rather listen to a recording of your parents talking to a sex therapist or discover your significant other has been sending your nudes to their friends in a group chat? Wow. The recording, I know you probably think it's not that bad. I'm telling you, it is that bad, even though it's not that bad. Does that make sense? I am trying to tell you that if you listen to your parents talking to a sex therapist, not a marriage counselor, not a marriage therapist, not a doctor, not a pastor, a sex therapist, that will traumatize you. It will traumatize you, whether you like it or not. It is going to traumatize you, right? Or you can just maybe discover on your wife's phone that she's been sending nudes to her friends in a group chat. Your nudes. Now, some of you that are on the other side of the fence are thinking to themselves, well, I work out, so send them away. Nudes. No, we are not sending them away. That's insane. That is insane. Why would we send them away? You know what I mean? Like, not send them away. I don't know, man. This is actually kind of hard. I don't think I can handle listening to my parents talk to a sex therapist. I genuinely don't think I can handle that. But at the same time, I know I would get angry. I know for a fact I would get angry if my wife was sharing my nudes with her friends. I would get pissed. I would get pissed beyond belief. Maybe it's an ego thing. Maybe. I'm going to have to listen to my parents talk to a sex therapist. It's going to be a little traumatizing, but I don't think it's as bad as me getting angry at my wife like that. That's what I think. Would you rather permanently shave off one of your eyebrows, permanently, or wait in line at the DMV once a day for the rest of your life? Permanently shave off your eyebrows, one of your eyebrows, or wait at the DMV. Okay, I will say this. Here's why I'm doing the eyebrows. Because I just was told yesterday that Whoopi Goldberg doesn't have any eyebrows. And I didn't believe it. And then you go back and then you realize, oh no, she legit doesn't have any eyebrows. And then you go even back to like movies and stuff. And then you realize some more. Oh, wow. She doesn't have any eyebrows still. She has absolutely no eyebrows. So I'm going to do the eyebrow, but I'm going to shave both of them off. You can't walk around with one eyebrow. You can't. You can't walk around with one eyebrow at all. And the DMV thing, I could figure that out, just for the record. I could easily figure that out. Wait in line at the DMV every day. It's only open Monday through Saturday. I don't think they're open on Sundays. If they are open on Sundays, that sucks, right? I would go super duper early in the morning. I would have to go to bed at 9, right? I would have to wake up at 5. I would have to get to the DMV by like 6:30, wait in line. And I know what you're thinking. What does it mean, wait in line? You have to get to that front counter. You have to get to the front counter and then you can leave. It has nothing to do with making sure your license is renewed. You have to get in line and wait and squiggle and do the little thing. And then when you get to the front counter, that's waiting in line at the DMV. That's it. Not necessarily waiting in line, meaning you need to wait to earn something. No. You just need to get to that first desk. And then you should be good to go. So, but still, I'm going to do the eyebrows because sometimes I go to sleep late and I need to wake up. Or you can go to the DMV at the end of the day when there's less people, or try. I don't know. Never mind. People have to get off work. I'm acting like there's not going to still be a huge line. You have to go early in the morning. But I don't want to do that. I'm just going to shave both my eyebrows off without hesitation. All right, last one. Would you rather stick your hand in a fryer or have sex with the first person you see after leaving the room? Okay, so I'll give you a layout of my apartment. There's a neighbor to right outside. There's a neighbor above her. It's a girl across from me. Neighbor above her. There's a neighbor above me that's also a girl. All of them are Russian. And then there's a neighbor that's always doing stuff with her plants in front of my apartment window. She's Russian also. And then there's guys that walk around every now and again. Man, I don't know, have sex with the first person you see after leaving the room. That can be difficult. Or stick your hand in a fryer. I'm not going to harm myself. So I'm just going to have sex with the person that I see when I leave out the room. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up the baby vomit. You know, I'm going to throw up all the baby vomit on the floor because it's my fault. I wrote the question and I can't self-harm. I really can't self-harm. If I stick my hand in a fryer, do you know, like stick my hand in a fryer? And I know some of you are like, oh no, Kazeem, you can just do it in and out really quick. It's still going to be hot oil on your hand. Why are y'all so crazy? It's still going to be hot oil on your hand. You have to stick it in and then you have to wipe it down. You have to have ice water ready. Nah, fam, that's too much. You're still going to burn yourself. You're still very much going to burn yourself. You just don't know it yet. So I'm going to have sex with the first person I leave after leaving this room. Most likely what will happen is I don't know, actually, after leaving this room, or I can just not leave the room until someone that I find attractive comes. You're right. That's fair. I'm saying you're right. I'm talking to myself. That's what we do here. I might just wait to leave the room. I work from home. I can Uber Eats it, right? Tell them to leave it at the door. But if it's a cute girl, I'll open the door. Right? I will start Uber Eating all my stuff. Uber Eating. That's a word. Right? I'll start doing the Ubers. And then when it's time, then I will open the door. Boom. That shouldn't be that hard. I'll figure it out. I can figure out the sexting. I need to figure out the sexting. I can't put my hand in a fire. That's insane. Guys, that is our episode. This has been Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman. I've been your host, of course, Kazeem Rahman. You can find me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's Kazeem. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. We are growing and we love it. And if you have a tough choice question or a Mary Fuck Kill you want us to consider, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. I've been Kazeem Rahman. You guys have been amazing. Bye.